Okay, so this first video is to really just show you how to get to my website, which you should be on my website, so hopefully this will be old news to you. And then also where to find some key information on the website. I know I went through some of this in class, but hopefully this will be a little bit of a refresher and get you used to what you're going to be doing through the school year. So one of the easiest ways to find my website, I know it's got this really long URL, is to go to the Sherman ISD website, so shermanisd.net. If you go to schools, and then come down here to SHS, and notice it's the web mastering class. It's the one that the students here at the high school are the ones that take care of, so we're going to click on that. Notice it comes to the familiar Sherman High School website, so we're going to go over to the left-hand side, and we're going to click on SHS Staff. So there's SHS Staff. Obviously, I'm a science teacher, so we're going to look for Science. There's Science. Click on Science, and then you just find my name, which is Davies, Mr. Davies. Here we go. And look at that beautiful picture right there. You can see my this is last year's schedule, but you can get the idea. And notice how there's a link right here that just says website. So we're going to click on website. Now this is one of the weird things. Notice how the website opens up within the Sherman High School banner, right? It's opening up inside the Sherman High School banner, and that's not the best way to get to the website, or to at least show the website. There's been problems in the past with looking at videos and things like that on the website in this format, and it just hasn't worked. So I'm going to go back real quick, and if I go to the website, I right click on it. I'm going to say open link in either new tab or new window. I'm going to say new tab. That way the website is now free from the Sherman website, and it's now in its own URL, and you can see it's sites.google.com/site/ShermanHSPhysics. I know it, but I also had to get there a lot. Okay, so some of the places that you are going to want to go are going to be class notes. I'm going to be posting class notes, things that we talk about in class. We may not actually go through the PowerPoints, but you may get some good information from these. So notice how all four of the classes that I teach are listed here. So whatever class that you are in, that's the one you're going to want to pick. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick Pre-AP Physics. I have mostly those three classes as the majority. And notice how I've got the first day PowerPoint that we started going through, as well as your syllabus, a copy of the syllabus. I probably will take this down at some point, but I'm going to move it over here to either useful links or forums and docs. So let's just go back to the home page real quick. So on the home page, you'll notice that I'll have a word of the week. It's usually going to be something associated with what we're talking about in class. Then I'll have a recent announcement. These announcements are going to be for all classes. So if there's an announcement that I need to make that really pertains to just about every class, it'll be right here. Homework assignments, the last few announcements that I'll make for each homework assignment for whatever class you're in will pop up here, but you can always go into this link up here that says homework assignments. Now keep in mind this is a video that you can always go back and rewatch and pause and things like that. So that's what homework assignments is, and you'll see this familiar page a lot, homework assignments, and you'll click on the one that you want. We're going to come back to physics videos here in a second. Now I talked about flipped classroom in my class this morning, or this afternoon, depending on when you had it. So if we go to Flip Classroom, I'm sure I pointed this out, but it takes a little bit to load. It is a kind of a big graphic. But this is kind of just information about what a Flip Classroom is if you've never been through one. So I would encourage you to come through here, and if your parents have any questions about what a Flip Class is, then I encourage them to come here as well in the parent letter. And this just kind of gets some ideas about what I'm trying to achieve by doing a class like this. Obviously, if they have any questions, they're more than welcome to email me. We'll talk about extra credit in class later, but I encourage you to go through there and take a look at it if you would like. Contact me is just going to be, hey, look, contact me. It's just got my information there, my web email address and school phone extension. Calendars. Calendars is going to be a big deal. Every unit that we go through, you'll probably get a calendar just kind of showing what we're going to be doing each day, and it'll be subject to change depending on how we progress through the material in class. But calendars, so go to Pre-AP Physics. I don't think I have anything posted here right now. Yeah, I don't have anything. But when you start getting calendars, you'll always end up with a digital copy here in this section of the website. Useful links. So I have ACT, SAT, college prep, homework help. So Hyperphysics is really good. Physics Classroom is also really good. You might be familiar with Khan Academy, so you might be able to find some other videos other than the ones that I'm going to create that might help you out. So I would encourage you to go through these if you're looking for more information about whatever we're doing in class. Forms and docs. This will be things like if we have a big project coming up and I hand you a rubric for the project, then I'll more than likely post a digital copy of the rubric here. This is probably going to be where that syllabus is going to end up once I take it from the class notes section of the website. It'll always be posted here. So let's go back to homework assignments real quick. In the flipped classroom idea, what you're going to be doing for homework is not necessarily going to be doing problems, although you might have a little bit of problems depending on how many we can finish in class. But most of your homework is going to be to go home at night and watch a video. It'll be somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes long. I'm going to try not to make it more than 12. But what you'll do is you'll go to homework assignments and then go to physics videos. So click on that, and there's probably not going to be anything posted here because I've updated the website. But what you will see here once you end up with a video to watch is you'll see an embedded video from YouTube. I always post them on YouTube, so you can find them there if you want to. You can just search my name, or you can just come here. So you'll have a video, and then you'll have a form, some questions down below that you will see after you watch the video. So when you come here for your first time, you'll see the video, you'll watch the video, and then answer some questions down below. And I'm going to show you how to do that in class, probably this first week. If you're watching the video right now, then that means you're already doing your first assignment, and you should see a form right underneath the video. Alright, so I'm going to go back to class notes. I'm going to go back to the syllabus real quick. I just want to point out a couple things that I probably did not let's just view. That I probably did not point out in class, mainly because, yeah, no, we're not going to do view. We're going to do download. Okay. Anyway, I probably didn't post in class because I kind of wanted to leave something for this video, just to see who watched the video and who didn't, although I'll be able to know once you fill out that form. So this is the syllabus that you have that I handed you in class. Tutoring will be any morning before school, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday after school if you need it. I am available for Skype tutoring. You can get with me on that at a later date if that is something that you're interested in. Here's information about the flipped classroom and the video assignments if you need a little bit more information. The standard absences, late work, bell work, labs, projects, and things like that. If you look here, I don't do the usual 70-30 split, but what I do is I take that 70 and 30 and break it down a little bit further. So in the 70, which is mastery, I have 40% tests and 30% quizzes. I don't think they should be weighted the same. And then in that 30% daily, I have labs and homework. So 20% labs, 10% homework. Your video questions will fall into that 10% right there. Rules for Mr. Davies' class. I encourage you to go through here and read them all at your leisure, but I really want to draw your attention to a couple of things. These last two ones. In physics, we do physics. If for whatever reason you are pressed for time and you need some time to work on history or economics or whatever it is that you're in, I would trust that you don't do it in my class, especially if you have something else to do. If you have finished all of your work and there's 15 minutes left in class, then by all means I don't mind if you work on something. But as long as you finished what you need to finish, and notice how if I see you doing homework when you have other things to do, I will pick it up and throw it in the trash. And then this one is probably one that most of your other teachers probably do not do, and that's throw your trash at your own risk. I have a pet peeve of having trash all over my floors, so if you like to throw trash at the trash can, then I would just say do it at your own risk, because if you miss that trash can, and this happens from the first time, because you're all watching the video right now, if you miss the trash can, you will receive a 30-minute detention. That'll be served before or after school with me. It won't be an official detention. I probably won't fill out a form for you unless I have to. But it will be a 30-minute teacher detention for throwing trash at the trash can and missing. If you make it, then good for you. It's in the trash. But that is one of my big rules that you need to be aware of. All right, well, I appreciate you hanging in with me for these about 9.5 minutes, and I look forward to the school year. Thanks.